Welcome again, friends. This is Mahesh Pathak and welcome to Pathak's Microbiology Academy. We are starting a new chapter which is cell, the unit of life. In this chapter, we are going to study each and every part of cell, each and every aspect of cell and every organelle of cell, its structure and all organelles functions. Okay? And everything about cell is what we are going to study in this chapter. So let us start with the definition of cell. What is cell? Cell, we all know cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Okay? Each and every living organism is made of cell, which means if you simply take one living organism and cut it down into smaller pieces, and what you ultimately get at the end is cell which can work independently and perform all the life functions of by its own. Okay, so that single little factory, that single little cell, that single little unit is what is called as cell. Okay, so cell can perform all the biochemical reactions, all the metabolic activities which are necessary for the function or the survival of that particular type of organism. So that little unit is known as cell, and that is what we are going to study in this chapter. So what is cell? Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Let's see the discovery, how cell is discovered, and these are some scientists some scientists which are played so much important role in the discovery of cell, and they give the cell theory which is very useful in the biology. Okay, so the first scientist was Anton von Leeuwenhoek. He first saw and described a live cell. Okay, he first saw and described a live cell. After that, Robert Brown discovered nucleus. We all know every cell, every eukaryotic cell contains a nucleus. What is eukaryotic and what is prokaryotic? Cells are mainly of two types. One is eukaryotic cell and the other is prokaryotic cell. What is eukaryotic? The cell that contains a membrane bound nucleus and a true nucleus, or any membrane bound cell organelles. That cell is known as eukaryotic cell. And the cell which lacks the nucleus, the nuclear membrane and nuclear or membrane bound organelles, that cell is known as prokaryotic cells, like bacteria. And eukaryotic cell, we all know the examples like plants, animals, fungi. Okay, so that is what is the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, which is prokaryotic means the cell which lacks the membrane bound organelles and the true nucleus. So Robert Brown was the first one to see the nucleus. After that, let's learn about this cell theory. In 1838, Matthias Schleiden was a German botanist who studied all types of plants and concluded that all plants are made up of cells, and these cells come together to form a particular type of tissue. We all know what is tissue. Some same structural and functional types of cell will come together and form a particular unit which is called as tissue. Okay, so that is tissue, and he concluded that all plants are composed of cells. After that, in 1839, 1 year after, Theodore Schwann, zoologist, British zoologist, studied animals and concluded that all animals are composed of cells. And he also added the structure of plasma membrane. He saw this structure. The cell is having a boundary which is giving a cell a particular type of shape, and that boundary, that membrane is known as plasma membrane. So he was the first one to observe and study plasma membrane. After that, Schwann, the same scientist, proposed hypothesis that the bodies of animals and plants are composed of cells and products of cells. Bodies of all animals and plants are composed of cells and the ultimate product of cells. So he was the first one to give the statement of cell theory. And after that, Rudolf Virchow in 1855 modified this statement of Schwann, and he explains the cell divides to form new one cells, which means how the new cells are arising. That is what is studied by Rudolf Virchow, and he gives the statement that the pre-existing cells are dividing, which means this is this cell and this will divide to form two daughter cells, and pre-existing cells, every new cell is arising from pre-existing one. So he gives this statement and the two statements of cell theory, which means all organisms are made up of cells and composed of cells, and how the new cells are arising, which means all new cells are arising from pre-existing cells. Okay, so this was all about the introduction of cell and cell theory and discovery of cell. In next few lectures we are going to discuss about cell types and different organelles of cell. I hope this is helpful to you. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more and more videos like this. Thank you so much.